Welcome you all in Tech Pregna. My name is Hasib Al Ghalib. I am working over here as a programming language trainer. I am having 10 years experience in this field. Today we will be discussing in this quick 10-minute sessions about C++ or C++ programming language. So before starting, I would like to ask a question. What is a program? Program is nothing but a set of instructions given to the machine so that machine can do something for us. So we can give the instruction in, there are various options of languages are there through which we can give instruction to the machine. We can give instruction to the machine through C++, Java, Python, PHP, Ruby. There are more than 100 languages are there through which we can give the instruction to the machine. But here we have chosen C++ as the programming language as a programmer so that we can interact to the machine and get the job done. Now what is the history of C or C++? C++ is developed by a programmer or by a scientist called Bijan Stostor. He has developed the C++ language in 1980. Actually he wanted to create a programming language on the top of the C programming, or which he wants to call it as an extension of C. What was his dream? He want to add the object oriented feature in C programming, so that he did it, and then the object oriented C program became the C++ programming language, which is the most popular object oriented programming in today's world. So what are the application areas of C++? C++ is hugely used in creating gaming. So most of the popular game engines are written in C++ languages. The Google Map, which is a very popular app in today's world, that also written in C++ language. Whenever there are very complex business logic or scenario is there to implement in application, C++ would be a good option. So through C++ you can do system programming also. So through C++ you can create a web application also. So the usage of C++ is vast and enormous. So if somebody very good at C++, there is a future waiting for him. Now what is the features of C++? So why C++ became C++ and became so much popular? Because of all these features of C++. First thing, C++ is a simple programming language. So anybody who has a logical mind and who has a reasoning capability and who has a zeal to become a programmer can learn C++. No problem. It is a machine independent or portable. What does it mean? It means the C++ will get converted into bytecode after the compilation takes place, and that bytecode can be carry out in any other platform without any hindrance. And C++ program runs in whatever may be the operating system it is, whether it is a Linux or whether it is a Mac or whether it is a Windows. So for all the operating systems you can compile and you can run the C++ application and you can get the output. So that's why C++ is machine independent, because it runs on any operating system. It is portable because its bytecode can be carried out in any platform. Third one, it is a mid-level programming language. Mid-level means through C++ you can write high-level programming, and through C++ you can do low-level programming also. So high-level programming means English-like language programming you can do with C++. Low-level means machine code or machine code also, or command based machine code also you can write it through C++. Since you can do high level as well as low level, it considered as a mid-level programming language. Next, C is a structured programming language. In C++ we write code in terms of functions. So different functionality of the application we are going to write different functions so that these function can be reused for the same common task to be done with a different set of values. So that's why it is a structured programming language. You don't have to rewrite the same code again and again to do the same task with a different value. So with a function, you in C++, since it is structured based, so we can do it. Reach library, C++ has got Reach library. Reach library means built-in support. C++ has got, there are some library called IOStream, there are some library called FStream, there are some library called Math, there are some library called Conio.h. So there are a lot of built-in library supports are there for the different purposes, and whenever which requirement is to be adhere, that library you are going to add, and that library's function you are going to use and get the job done. Memory management, C++ does memory management automatically. So that means through C++ you can do dynamic memory allocation. C++ is going to provide you some functions, through that dynamic allocation of the memory can take place. First is speed. C++ is a very fast programming language. Why? It is because it is a compiled based programming language. That's why it is a fast programming language. Any kind of big scientific calculations, any kind of complex analytics, any kind of program which is having lot of business logic, through C++, if you take C++ as a programming language of that application, since it is faster, since it is faster, the output of that application you will get it soon. You don't have to wait for it. C++ has a pointers feature. Pointers is a feature where you are directly dealing with memory. So since it is a pointers feature, and since you can directly deal with the memory, so that means through C++ you can create system level programming. It has got recursion feature. Recursion means function calling himself. So a function which is calling himself is nothing but called recursion feature. C++ supports that. Recursion is a concept which programmer tell fresher to avoid to use, because it is little bit complex in implementing, but those who are very sure and confident, they can write a program through recursion. In a recursion way, the program execution would be faster. Extensible, yeah, C++ is the extensible programming language. That means as the application grow, the C++ programming also you can make grow, and that does not have any problem with the speedness of the application. Object oriented, the most important feature is object oriented. So in C++ we write a program in terms of class and object. So in a real-time object, it has got two things. One is, suppose I consider table is an object, it has got two things, state and behavior. State means the table is made up of what? Wood, iron leg and screws, some screws. So this is the state of the table. And what is the behavior of the table? With on table we can work, on table we can dine, on table we can sit, sometime on table we can climb also. So a real-time object has got two things, data, state and behavior. Similarly, in a object oriented C++ programming also, it will have two things, or every object will have two things, state and behavior. And object cannot be created without a design. So design is nothing but we can compare it with the class. Class is the design of the object. Object is the real-time existence of the design or class. And in a C++ programming, we create the design, we create the structure, we create the blueprint of the object through class, and then we can create as many objects we want from that class, and then within the class whatever functions are there, object can call them, and the application runs fine without any problem. C++ is a compiler based. That means that the .cpp program undergone while execution undergo to the compiler, and compiler compiles that code into bytecode, and then bytecode go to interpreter, and then it will convert to machine code. So C++ programs are compiler based, mean compiler compiles the program first, then it goes to the other phase of the execution of the program. With this note, I will wind up this quick demo session of C++. Hope you guys see you soon in the class. Thank you.